Welcome back. I'm Tom with TJPtoo Solutions. In today's video, we're going to be meeting with Randy Sharp, owner and driver of Getsome Racing. He's the owner of the Blue Devil, and today we're going to be finishing up the rest of his install and conversion over to emtron and E85. So we're going to be draining the tank, we're going to be switching a pump, we're going to be adding some fuel lines and regulators, and then switching the fuel injectors over to Injector Dynamics 1300cc injectors. Then after that, we're going to put it all back together. I'm going to wire into the emtron not only the communication for the laptop, but the communication for fuel pressure sensor, flex fuel sensor, and we're even going to add a NOx sensor. We're really going to be pushing this guy to the limits in what this thing can tolerate. We're hoping for right around 340 horsepower at the crank, and we're going to go for kill mode every time we go out to the drag races. So let's meet with Randy and get everything done. Let's get this video started. Okay, here we are with Randy Sharp, driver, owner of the Blue Devil and Getsome Racing. Randy, tell us a little more about how Getsome came to be and what are your goals for Getsome?
Well, that's a good question there, Tom. You know, Getsome Racing started, my plan was to do short course, and I really wanted to race short course, and I knew you had experience in short course. So I really wanted to get involved in that, but then I thought, you know, I don't like people running into my car and stuff like that. I get a little upset, and I have a pretty hot head. So I loved drag racing since a little kid. My drag race in my mom's stomach at 6 months pregnant down Irwindale Raceway. So I guess I've been addicted ever since. So I like to go fast, and I was glad to meet you about 2 years ago at Two Works. I was very fortunate to go in there and meet you, and you and I kind of hit it off, and then we hooked up again about a year later, and it's just been a great ride ever since. You've backed me 100%, and you know, this is going to be an awesome ride for us. The future looks really bright. I think in the future we'll probably do a lot more to the car. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I'd like to see it 10 inches stretched and a little bit more horsepower than what we got, and be a serious competitor and maybe the Sound Outlaws one day. But right now we're going to cut our teeth in the Southern California sand drags, and I'm really excited about that.
Well, excellent. TJPtoo Solutions is here to help with anything that he needs. We're here to help you with anything that you need too. Please don't be afraid to visit tjptoo@gmail.com for any emails, tjptoo@youtube.com for videos like this, and then tjptoo-solutions@facebook.com for current builds and things that are just going on in the shop on the daily. But for right now, we're going to get into this Blue Devil here, tear him apart, and get the injector dynamics, injectors in, the LaRue fuel rail, get that emtron in there and wire it in so we can communicate with the laptop, remove the Power Commander 5, and set that all aside. So here we go. Hope everybody likes what we got going on. Hope to see you at the SoCal Sand Drags. Please stop by and see us. Both Randy and I will be there.
October 1st.
We're going for gold, baby. Wish us luck, everyone. But anyways, until then, we're getting into this car right now. All right, y'all, here it is. Custom fuel system return. Emtron's installed with some programming. ID 1300s, 500 horsepower fuel pump with return system and regulation. Now it's time to change these axles out. The next time we see it, we'll be getting front axles as well. We already got one replaced, so the other one's getting replaced as soon as we can get it. Okay, that's all the video we have for you on this one. We ran into a few complications, like we were missing a fitting for the fuel rail. We were missing fuel rail O-rings that were LS series based. So we only had the O-rings that Injector Dynamics provided us with when we ordered the kit. So that's going to be a lesson for everybody, and especially myself. If you're going to go with anybody aftermarket, for the most part, unless it's an RPM fuel rail, RPM fuel rails actually come with adapters to squeeze it down to the factory size 11 millimeters. Other than that, you're going to have to use 13 millimeters or 14 millimeter O-rings that are LS series based. Once we get those in the mail and a couple other fittings from Phoenix, we will have everything needed to finalize this installation. So join us next week when we get the Blue Devil and Randy back here again and finalize the installation for the Blue Devil and get him running on true E85. That's all we have for you today. Have a great one, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next week.